surfed exactly one time in my life.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of sharks, so it ended badly.
Yeah.
For you, what is your relationship to surfing personally?
Surfing personally, man, I grew up by the beach in Manly, so for me it's like you basically you swim and surf by the age of 3 or 4, so for me it was very easy. And, I live in Malibu back in LA, and it's the same thing. You're surfing every day. You still get localism. You still get people like the film's about. But yeah, I mean, it was very nice to know that I'm doing a film based on surfing in the surfing community, and obviously back home in Australia. So I was very happy.
Well, now I want to ask, what is your biggest wipeout that you've ever had?
Biggest wipeout? I wasn't even surfing. I was swimming, and it was at Sycamore Cove, and I almost drowned in about 2021. Yeah.
Just surviving COVID to drown.
It was in the middle, yeah, exactly. Almost drowning during COVID, so yeah, I'd say that was my worst wipeout.
Really, I'm going to ask everyone this. I'm wearing a Moonstruck shirt because I love Nic Cage.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, did you, prior to this, have a favorite Nic Cage movie that you were thinking about every time you're like, I'm going to work with Nic Cage?
I mean, look, there's so many, but it's like, I've got to go with one of my dad's favourites, Con Air.
So
you know what I mean?
The hair.
Yeah.
Long hair.
Put the bunny in the box.
For my last question, South by audiences, it's my first time now experiencing these audiences.
Yeah.
There's nothing like seeing a movie with this kind of audience.
Yeah.
What for you is the most exciting part about them getting to see Surfer today?
Honestly, it's Nick doing his greatest hits, but just a performance that's on this other thing. So I just want the audience to be able to go in there and see what they love and what draws them to the cinema about this amazing actor, one of the greatest of our generation, I believe. And it's like I want the audience to take away a fun, crazy, mental ride for 90 minutes and come out of there feeling like we did making it. So
to start, I surfed one time in my life, and I'm terrified of sharks, so I never did it again. So for you, I want to know, what is your own personal relationship with surfing?
I love surfing. I am not a good surfer, but I'm enthusiastic. I'm also scared of sharks. When I first surfed in Australia, one of the most terrifying things was the shark alarm, which goes off, and you have to get out of the water pretty quick. And
Would be the worst for me. But so, since you do enjoy surfing, what is your biggest wipeout that you personally have had while surfing?
I am mostly wiped out. That's the level I'm at. I like this sort of get out beyond the break and sort of just sit there. I'm more like the experience of being in nature than the terrible wipeouts.
Well, I wanted to ask everybody, I'm wearing a Moonstruck shirt because I love Nic Cage.
Yeah.
Prior to working with him on this movie, did you have a favorite Nic Cage movie?
A favorite Nic Cage movie prior to this?
Having some fun with it. I know that COVID.
Well, Leaving Las Vegas. Maybe
So
maybe it's because he won an Oscar for it. Maybe, but that's probably.
He won an Oscar. It's good.
But actually, oh god, I could be here all day, like reorganizing this question. But as a writer, adaptation.
Oh, it's so good.
So that's my favorite screenwriter movie. So
I love that. My last big thing. This is a movie about dads. I love a good dad movie.
Yeah.
How exciting was it for you to get to tell a journey of a man and his struggle with masculinity and understanding all those aspects about what being a man means?
Oh, massively important. I mean, that's how I designed it. It's a real passion project of mine as well. It's some personal things in there from my own life and my own experience. So I really wanted to, do a movie that was about masculinity and toxic masculinity, maybe with a small t, but that really showed a father learning to be a father in a realistic way and maybe a hopeful way. So.
When it comes to surfing, I've surfed one time in my life, and then said, no thank you, I'm too very sharks.
Yes.
So I want to know your own relationship with surfing.
I have zero relationship. I had this idea in my head when we were going to go and make this movie that I was going to be like Kate Bosworth and Blue Crush and turn into an absolute babe. But it never happened because producing a movie is a 24/7 job. Fun shark story, I went swimming on my lunch break because we were shooting on the beach. And then suddenly everyone starts screaming and there's a helicopter over the top of me. And the helicopter noise starts going off and there was a shark right next to me. I get out and everyone's like, where's Leo? And then they showed me James had an app on his phone and it was a huge, huge shark.
That is my worst nightmare.
Yeah, but apparently they're quite nice really. They don't buy everyone.
Well, I'm asking everyone this question.
Yeah.
Prior to this movie, as I'm wearing my Moonstruck shirt,
Yes.
did you have a favorite Nic Cage movie, and if so, what was it?
Oh, favorite, a Face Off.
My other shirt is a face-off shirt.
Face off, come on.
It's perfect.
I mean, look, the guy's a genius. I love him. I think he's fantastic. But face off, classic. Connor, all of them.
We could be here all day.
We could be here all day. The canon of Cage is majestic.
And beautiful. I agree. I'm asking everyone this question. My relationship with surfing is I did it once, and then I'm too afraid of sharks, so I never went back.
Yeah.
What is your own personal relationship with surfing?
Well, I'm not the best surfer. You might call me a weekend warrior, but I do love surfing. I enjoy it a lot. So yes, sharks are scary, but surfing's great.
You're like, surfing is too good to pass it off.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to know from everybody, prior to working on The Surfer, did you have a favorite Nic Cage movie?
Did I have a favorite Nic Cage movie prior to The Surfer? Okay, well, it's definitely The Surfer now.
Yeah, no, it's my
But prior to The Surfer, I would probably have to say Adaptation, but
So
a more if I was out for an enjoyable ride, I want to see The Rock.
Everyone's saying different ones, and that's the power of Cage. They all have different answers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask everyone the same two questions.
Tiny microphone.
My tiny mic and my Moonstruck shirt. I'm prepared for today. So I have surfed exactly one time in my life, and I'm terrified of sharks. So I said, I'm good, this isn't for me. But I want to know, what is your own personal relationship with surfing, both before and after making this movie?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've surfed. I wouldn't say I'm a surfer. I have surfed, and I've been smashed up by waves, and I've exhausted myself a few times. But when I got to Australia, I kind of thought, I was going to be there for a few months. I thought I'd have time to learn how to surf. That just didn't happen. So I'm yet to do that, really. But there were sharks, a lot of sharks, in especially Western Australia. And we did have to do a lot of water stuff out in the water where they are. But there's like an app where you can sort of see. A lot of them are tagged, so they're around, and they're around. There's even like a helicopter. Everyone was going swimming at lunchtime one time, and a helicopter flew over, and the sirens were going off to tell people to get out of the water because there was a shark.
I would be the worst employee. I'd be like, I'm not getting in there, sorry. We'll film it another day. I can't do it.
Once you start thinking about it, that's the problem. You have to just not think of it.
For my last question, I'm asking everyone this. Prior to The Surfer, did you have a favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
I mean, I've several. I love Leaving Las Vegas. I love Adaptation. I love Vampire's Kiss.
Vampire's Kiss is so good.
So good, yeah. I mean, there's just so many.
Yeah. Adaptation's the big one, but then everyone lists different second options, which I think is really fun.
Even Birdie's cool as well.
Yeah. So Birdie and Wild at Heart.
Yeah, Wild at Heart's incredible.
So good.
Scorsese's After Hours. That was sort of an inspiration for his costume a little bit. Okay. And from Australia, Wake Your Fried, Walkabout, Long Weekend.
Your voice sounds a little husky like mine.
It went away day one.
Mine did too, a couple of days ago, and it's just starting to come back. I think I'm going to lose it again, though.
Yeah, listen, lozenges, they're great. To start, I grew up watching you.
What I need, actually.
I grew up watching you on American television, so I always thought you were American. So I got older and could use Google and realize that you're not American. How does it feel getting to go back to Australia and be in a movie set there and get to bring that part of your heritage into your filmography?
Well, it's great. I mean, obviously it's great to go back to where I come from, and it's great to be able to play an Australian role. I think this is kind of one of those pieces, one of those characters that's really pushes the boundaries a little bit, and so all of those kind of opportunities were just great things to be a part of.
Yeah, and I'm asking everyone this question. As I'm in a Moonstruck t-shirt, I want to know what everybody's favorite Nic Cage movie was prior to The Surfer.
I'm sorry, I got stuck on the Moonstruck moment, but...
What's your favorite Nic Cage movie other than The Surfer?
Other than The Surfer? Oh my God. I mean, well, Moonstruck is one of the great movies of all time. And he's just freaking brilliant. So it's hard to go past that. But, Raising Arizona. I also really love The Rock. Did you ever see The Rock?
Yeah, I love The Rock.
He was amazing. And Sean Connery. And it just kind of goes on and on. Even that movie that came out a couple of years ago, the Mammoth Talent?
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Fantastic.
It's so good. Well, thank you so much for talking with me. It means a lot. I used to watch Nip Tuck with my mom. It was our show. So this means a lot to me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.